Hello everyone, I am Dr. Anshu. Today we will discuss about a sentence. A sentence is a set of words that is complete in itself, typically containing a subject and a predicate and conveying a statement, question, exclamation and command, and consisting of a main clause and sometimes subordinate clause as well. In non-functional linguistics, a sentence is a textual unit consisting of one or more words that are grammatically linked to one another. In functional linguistics, a sentence is a unit of written text delimited by graphological features such as uppercase, letters, and markers such as periods, question marks, and exclamation marks, etc. There are different types of sentences as per their function and as per their structure, such as declarative sentence, imperative sentence, exclamatory sentence, interrogative sentence, and so on. A sentence is a grammatical unit consisting of one or more words that bear minimal syntactic relation to the words that precede or follow it, expresses a thought in the form of a statement, question, sometimes instruction, or exclamation, which starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop when written. A sentence is the largest unit of any language in English. It begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop or a question mark or an exclamation mark. A sentence can be divided into two parts, a subject and predicate. A subject is the person or a thing that is doing an action, or the person or a thing that is the focus of the sentence. What is a predicate? If we talk about a predicate, the predicate of the sentence is the part that contains the action. We can see the example, do it. In the sentence, a subject you is hidden, but the verb do is visible. So, a sentence is a group of words usually containing a verb that expresses a thought in the form of a statement, question, instruction, exclamation, surprise, and many other feelings that we may observe once if we read any sentence. A sentence is generally defined as a word or a group of words that expresses a thorough idea by giving a statement, order, or asking a question or exclamation. We can see the example, he is a good boy. Here we are declaring something, so that's why it is a statement. And is he a good boy? If we are interrogating, then it is a question or an interrogative sentence. What a nice weather! Exclamation mark. Ideally, a sentence requires at least one subject and one verb. Sometimes the subject of a sentence can be hidden, but the verb must always be visible and present in the sentence. So, in this way, we can say that the verb is called the heart of a sentence. There are four types of sentences. Structurally, sentences can be divided into four types: simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence, and complex compound sentence. A sentence that consists just one independent clause is known as simple sentence. So you can see here various types of sentences such as the prisoner escaped. Simple sentence must have a single clause, a single verb which is independent, and it cannot take another clause. Even you can observe an example that is provided here. I always wanted to become a writer. One clause and one verb. That's it. If we talk about compound sentence, Independent clause, another independent clause. So a compound sentence must have more than one independent clauses with no dependent clause. Some specific conjunctions and punctuations or both are used to join together these clauses. You can see here I drink green tea, but they drink coffee. So two independent clauses, they are joined with a conjunction, and even you can see a punctuation mark which is used in this sentence. I always wanted to become a writer and she wanted to become a doctor. So two independent clauses, and you can see a conjunction and also punctuation mark. If we talk about complex sentence, it consists dependent clause and independent clause. It has more than one clause, but of one, there must be an independent clause. Out of them, one must be an independent clause and the other must be a dependent clause. So there are also some particular connectors for the clauses of a complex sentence to be connected. So there is a variation here. You may see that in compound and complex sentence, connectors are different. I know that. You always wanted to be a writer. Here a dependent clause is followed by a connector and an independent clause the other way around is possible. That means first even you can see an independent clause and after that it can be followed by a dependent clause. If we talk about compound and complex sentence, then it is a mixture of the features of compound and complex sentence in one sentence. So it must contain at least two independent clauses and at least one dependent clause. We can observe an example so that it can become more clear. I know that you always wanted to become a writer. So you can see the example of compound sentence, but I always wanted to become a doctor. Here one dependent clause is followed by complex connector and two independent clauses with a compound conjunction between them. Now if we talk about the function of a sentence, then there are four types of sentences: declarative sentence, imperative sentence, interrogative sentence, and exclamatory sentence. So a declarative sentence makes a statement, it always declares. For example, a lie told often enough becomes the truth. So if a sentence is like that, what is history but a fable agreed upon? Interrogative sentence always inquires or asks a question. Imperative sentence gives a command, such as get in your tents. It can be a request, it can be an order, and suggestion, etc. If we talk about exclamatory sentence, ouch, that hurts, expresses any strong emotion or feeling. Declarative sentence makes a statement and ends in a full stop. An assertive sentence simply expresses an opinion, feeling, makes a statement and describes the things in other words. It declares something. This type of sentence ends with a period. That is full stop. For example, I want to be a good cricketer, a statement. I am very happy today, a feeling. But at the end, you can see it is ending with a period. Interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence asks a question. Interrogative sentence must end with a note of interrogation at the end. That means question mark. When are you going to submit your assignment? Do you know him? So you can see there are two ways of asking or interrogating. One is starting with a question word, another is starting with a helping verb. So What is history but a fable agreed upon? Interrogative sentence inquires at the end, it ends with a question mark. If we talk about imperative sentence, they give command, order, advice, warning, instruction, even request. We use an imperative sentence just to make a request or to give a command. Imperative sentences are usually types of sentences which give advice, warning, and sometimes instruction, and they end with a period. That is a full stop, but under certain circumstances, it can be observed that it ends with a note of exclamation as well. Two examples are given here. Please sit down. After that, a period. I need you to sit down now. And at the end, you can see an exclamation mark. So, it is called imperative sentence. After that, we talk about exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentence is a sentence that expresses strong emotion and ends with an exclamatory mark or sign. I am free expresses joy. She actually won expresses surprise. You are late again expresses anger. I treasure you expresses love. So exclamatory sentence expresses overflow of emotion. These emotions can be of happiness, wonder, sorrow, anger, etc. For example, what a day it was. I cannot believe he would do that. At the end, you can see exclamation sign. So we can see that we have divided the sentences on the basis of structure, on the basis of function, and we have observed that there is a dependent clause, there is an independent clause, there are independent clauses and connectives, conjunctions, punctuation marks, and even at the end periods, exclamatory signs, question marks, etc. In the upcoming session, we will be discussing about 9 basic sentence patterns. So in today's session, we have learned about types of sentences. In the upcoming session, we'll discuss about the 9 basic sentence patterns.